All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is The Way We Live in the United States is Not Normal. Okay, it sounds like we have a critique of our glorious country. Let's go ahead and do that. This is coming from the channel Veronica Edwards. Let's check it out.
The way we live in the United States is not normal. Now, I'm not exactly sure
Okay.
when it happened, but it became crystal clear to me that something is wrong with the United States.
I'll say the 60s,
And when I say
mid-50s
this
to
to
70s.
people, they nod knowingly. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the United States. I love living here.
Okay.
But sometimes I do think of leaving. I think it could be better
left.
somewhere else. And thanks to many of you commenting on my videos and suggesting places, I've done my research, and this is how I came about this video. I would love to hear your input.
All right, let's
One
go.
thing I've learned years ago about the US is there is a learned helplessness. People don't think twice about spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a college education, where in other parts of the world, it does not cost that much.
Right, no.
Nor do they think
Nowhere
about
near that
starting a GoFundMe campaign to help offset the health
Healthcare?
insurance cost because their insurance is not covering it.
And you've
Or
been
how
paying
about
into it.
to tip a person for pouring you a cup of coffee because their multimillionaire or billionaire employer can't seem to pay them enough wages.
Okay, hold on, wait. Sometimes it's mom and pop businesses, but I still agree completely. I do not like the concept of tipping at all. I don't enjoy it. I don't see that it's something that I should be doing. But again, I've been outside of the United States of America since 2015. I've been in Spain, and there is no tipping. But also at the same time, some of the business owners are not like incredibly, super wealthy. So if they can do it, why can't we do it? In the richest country in the history of the world, guys, why can't we do that? I don't know.
Well, in other parts of
Agreed.
the world, it is not expected to tip. And the owners are not uber wealthy. Throughout my research, I've discovered there's places in the world where people are not drowning in debt. They have free time where they don't have to worry about starting a side hustle. And I began to realize we don't have to live this way.
Generally not, no, but we are. And we seem to be completely satisfied with it, oddly, guys. And it's just because the average majority of Americans have never left the three states that touch their state, basically. They've never left that area, the average. Now, here's my thing here. I fully understand why you sent me this video, and I thoroughly appreciate it, guys. But all right, let's get it.
One of the things is housing and livability. Here in the United States, we attach success with a really large home. Versus
Unfortunately,
Europe and Asia,
lived experiences,
they have smaller
comfort.
homes due to historical and cultural influences. Not to mention, you have the higher cost of living with the larger homes, higher utility bills, taxes, maintenance, versus the smaller, more convenient homes. And larger homes consume more energy, and the smaller homes are more better for the environment. However, I have been noticing a trend among us seniors where minimizing and downsizing seems to be trending, where we're starting to wake up and realize we don't need these huge homes to live happily and become house poor. We can have these smaller, more affordable lifestyles. Even if we can afford a larger home, we're tending to downsize, and I'm absolutely loving it that we have made these choices to better our lives.
Okay. Well played.
Another topic is work and retirement. Here in the United States, working 40 plus hours a week is almost like a badge of honor.
And trust me, if you're a business owner, you're working a lot more than that.
And for many, it's a necessity to have one or two jobs, working well into our 60s and 70s. Compared to other countries like the Netherlands and Germany, they have a work week around 35 to 38 hours with lots of time off for vacation and holidays. And they can still afford to retire successfully. They do not need to work late into their 70s as they have the money needed from working.
Yeah, both of the countries you just basically mentioned, though, are going to require the kids. Well, this is why the familial, like nuclear family works so well and has worked so well up until probably the 60s in the United States of America, and it's still working very well in other countries, right? It's so when the elder is looking to retire and stop working, sure, the government is going to end up giving some type of money towards their existence because they've paid into the tax codes basically their entire life. And then you also have the kids to come in and help basically, take care of that. Because I can only give you an example of my father-in-law in Spain and that family, my wife's family. Yeah, we take care of them, guys. So just kind of keep that in mind at least. But let's continue.
So what does this mean? Well, statistics show it's a huge impact on our health and well-being, where versus the other countries that have the lower, more relaxed, stress-free work and retirement life, they have better balance in their life. They can enjoy it,
Yeah,
and
work-life
their
balance.
well-being and health seems to be significantly better. So
Right.
with the balanced work life, it means better family time, better health, and more active elderly seniors.
Live
Here
longer,
in the
too.
United States, we have the work till you drop motto. Others have enjoy your golden years. I think it would be great if we could look into what other countries are doing. So as we retire, we have plenty of finances, don't have to worry about a place to live or becoming homeless or relying on other family members, and have the health to enjoy these fun activities in our senior golden years.
That sounds really good, but it's just not plausible. You are going to have to rely on the younger generation. You're going to have to. In fact, because if you don't, if you want a work-life balance, you're never going to be extremely wealthy enough to, put money aside into some type of market or some type of asset that is going to consistently grow. I think I like the way it sounds, but it's just not plausible. Because who's going to give you that money? Who's going to fund it? So the younger generation, generally the family unit is going to take care of you. And if you think any otherwise, I'd say I find it interesting. I don't know how that actually could work if you don't work enough to actually put money aside to then have early retirement or et cetera, et cetera. If you want to be specifically like self-sustaining, at least, you're going to have to overwork yourself in your younger years, because specifically if you don't want someone else to take care of you. But these other countries she mentioned, that's generally how that works. The others take care of the elders. But let's continue.
Okay, here's another one: consumerism and stability.
Okay.
Here in the US, we seem to have the mindset of quantity over quality. We have tons of disposable items, super cheap, instead of purchasing more quality items. Now, a lot of it we can blame on the commercials and the ads of having to constantly upgrade us to the bigger and better next thing. For example, let's take the stores. They don't want us to use plastic bags, but yet everything on their shelves is loaded with plastic.
Do you live in California?
How is us? I mean, I get it. I
Oh
use,
no.
I reuse recyclable bags, but why are we not addressing all those water bottles and plastics that are on the shelves?
It's a valid complaint,
Because
though. If that's
it's
the
all about
case,
the money here in the United States. I believe they're not really trying to save anything. They can sell us
no.
bags as opposed to, putting something more sustainable or reusable on the shelves, so we don't keep drinking a bottle of water and then just chucking it into the garbage. Again,
Because what you just said basically explains why virtue signaling works, specifically when it comes to gigantic corporations that basically do hashtag activism for causes that they absolutely find irrelevant because it's not going to make them any money. But what will make them money is by acting to hop onto a cause. So I'm guessing whatever state or grocery store that she's going to, they have decided to push these companies into this virtue signaling nightmare, right? Basically, to say, you know what, we're going to do something great for the environment. We're going to stop the proliferation of plastic bags while not actually stopping the proliferation of, I don't know, laundry detergent plastics, water bottles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it sounds like. You just defined why a gigantic portion of the United States of America outside of California, right, see virtue signaling and hashtag activism as absolute fraud, guys. But let's continue.
And I am noticing a trend with seniors downsizing and minimalizing and not buying so much junk.
That's a good
I
thing.
know there's many seniors because I have senior friends and I go to their homes
Okay.
and they just have a ton of stuff. So there's always going to be those because I believe our mindset, maybe like a hoarder mindset, which is a whole nother video. But I do notice many seniors are like, once they get it, like, I don't need this. Like, I got it. I don't need all this stuff. Who am I trying to impress? I don't care. I take care of me and my loved ones. And I do care about the world and people, but I'm not trying to impress anyone anymore.
Why?
I'm way over that. Like me for who I am.
I mean, that's valid.
Health and wellness. The insurance industry is so expensive here, and especially for those seniors that are
And the
on fixed
outcomes aren't
incomes.
better than
And
anyone else.
unfortunately, as we get older, we need more medical care.
Bro, how do we spend more for less quality? Guys, that is crazy.
Normally, and it's not. I truly believe it's not because the U.S. health system is any better that it's more expensive here compared to other countries.
No, it's worse.
I think we've been, again, brainwashed
It's worse.
to believe that. They have amazing health. I hear all the time people go to other countries, they're living there, they have surgery or
Yep.
dental work done at a
Yep.
fraction of
Fraction.
the cost.
Bro, I had a tooth removed in Spain, $55. Had a tooth removed, same exact procedure, over $1,000, guys. All right, so just keep that in mind here. I don't understand. All right, I don't understand. What is that?
And they're completely happy. Here, when we're stuck in the United States, if we don't look outside or try to explore or find out or research, we're brainwashed to believe we have the best healthcare system and it's worth going into the poorhouse for. What I would love to see is us as a country focusing more on holistic and preventative care. I really wish we were educated how to prevent more of this and not just here's a pill and these doctors have to,
Here's a pill. This pill has a side effect. Don't worry, we have a pill for that.
produce X amount of people in and out of the office in shorter and shorter time frames in order to get paid or have the insurance pay them. It's just all
Right.
about the almighty dollar instead
is.
of really taking care of the people, sometimes I believe. So I know we just all have to do our own due diligence when it comes to our health care.
Obviously, yeah.
Community and social interaction, I do believe are getting a little better at that. Years and years ago, there was really no subdivisions, right? People would buy a
Okay.
single family home and then they would just kind of be stuck hoping to meet a neighbor here or there and then, trying to do something. Well, now they do have these amazing subdivisions
That's not a good thing.
geared towards seniors and activities.
Okay.
When I was active,
All right, so okay, hold on. So, is this video exclude? Well, I guess you mentioned senior enough, guys. But I'm guessing this is just obviously dedicated and directed directly towards seniors. I do think that the overall messaging of the video itself could probably go for everyone because I think that as of right now she's definitely delivering her points very well. I don't really see the overall use or need for any type of HOA subdivision based nonsense, guys. That is crazy, for me at least. If that's what you like, I love that you like that, partially. All right, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy if you do, but I love that you like that, basically.
actively selling real estate in the Daytona Beach area, Margaritaville Latitudes, I know was a huge success because people would tell me, they're like, my husband doesn't want to do anything and I'm still real active, so that's why this is perfect for me, or vice versa. Sometimes the husband's active and the wife just likes to stay home and read. And these active communities have been great. What I would love to see is more walkable communities where, or easier transportation where we didn't have to rely on our vehicles quite as much.
Okay.
Especially for seniors, again, with the fixed income, it could really help save a lot if you're not relying on transportation, plus, walking to a bus stop that's nice and walkable community, or even being able to ride our bikes a lot like they do in Amsterdam. I really feel that could help us a ton. I am on my journey looking for places with walkable cities, and maybe
Okay.
someday I'll call one of those home. Well, I feel we
All
need
right. A
something
walkable city.
radically different. What most of us need is healing
Okay.
and a completely different way of living. We need structural changes in how we live in the United States, and I believe this is possible. I'll end with this quote by Winston Churchill. The
Winston
United
Churchill.
States, with all its faults, is still the best country in the world to live in.
Valid. I like that. See, yeah. Listen, America. Absolutely love America. Listen, now, do I know? Do I acknowledge that there are flaws about the United States of America? Definitely, there are flaws. Definitely. But listen, the United States of America is my mother. All right, my mother could have flaws. I get that, right? I mean, we get that. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: is you're not gonna sit here and disrespect my mother. I think that's the reality when it comes to the United States of America, at least. Everything she said was accurate. Every single thing. Here's the thing. I want to go ahead and suggest a couple of things here, though. Not Amsterdam. If that's just your thing, if you just want to go there for, I don't listen. It's okay. Okay, I am very partial to Southern Europe. I'm telling you, very partial. You can find some absolutely amazing cities within Messina, specifically in Italy, Sicily. Like if well, Italy, Sicily. You get what I mean here. If you want to actually have like a walkable city and Europe is your thing, there. Okay. There are also some places outside of the city of Seoul in South Korea, specifically southeast, that are also equally walkable and amazing. Okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you this right now. Antequera. It's in Andalusia. It's on Costa del Sol. You have the sun. Okay. Antequera is beautiful. Super old city. The whole entire environment is walkable if you want to walk it, or if you want the beach, go to Malaga. Specifically, downtown Malaga, Benalmádena, just the whole stretch from basically from Malaga all the way to like Algeciras or like La Linea, even guys, right? Or Gibraltar, bro. Live your best life. All of these places are walkable, but I will definitely say Costa del Sol, because then occasionally you can just hop on the ferry, let's say, and go directly to Casablanca if that's what you want in Morocco. Live your best life. Your golden years are yours, right? Absolutely. And these are all walkable cities, guys. So I don't know, bro. Let's just want to be cold. Like, do you want to be cold? Right? I would figure as you age, you don't really want to be cold. Okay, I grew up on the East Coast, and we used to call everybody snowbirds. When they got older, they ran to Florida, right? So if that's the case, right, go to Malaga, go to Costa del Sol, the coast of the sun, bro. Please live your best life. But all right, name of the channel again was Veronica Edwards. Check it out. This is my lightsaber. Hey guys, you guys subscribe to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, you're amazing.